Hello stitching friends, my name is Paula. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to talk to you about my cross stitch today. Hope you're all doing well. It is a gray and rainy day here in Pennsylvania. We had some storms come through, so I'm filming a little later than what I had planned on doing today. We also had some things to do. I spoke in my last video about our oldest daughter that is at home is a senior this year, and the Christian school she takes a couple classes at did a drive-by goodbye where the teachers lined up in front of the school and everybody decorated their cars and drove by. A little parade to end the school year, so we made some signs and she got to say goodbye to her teachers, and she's sad. She's going to miss them. She enjoyed her time there, enjoyed working with the theater. She was the stage manager for all 4 years that she was there. They didn't get to put their play on this spring. Everything closed down the week it was supposed to take place. So not the way she wanted things to end, but that's how it is for all the seniors this year. But we did get to go participate in that, and then we stopped at the local greenhouse to get some flowers for my flower pots because they are empty and sad. And we made it home right before the storm hit, and that's good because it was some heavy rain. That's my afternoon. It's been a bit busy, a bit of a crazy afternoon here. A lot of things going on at our house. I had meant to film last weekend, but we went to our cabin that we own with my in-laws. It's not far from here. It takes about... Pennsylvania people don't tend to give miles. We determine everything by how long it takes to get there. So it's about an hour and a half from here. So we can run up for a weekend without too much trouble. It was nice. My husband was off on Monday, so took advantage of the long weekend and unplugged for the weekend. And went up and played in the woods. Our cabin's in the middle of the state game lands. Closest neighbor's half a mile away, and they weren't up this weekend, so we had nobody really up there. Not too much wildlife come in, just some ravens, which the kids are always disappointed when the wildlife doesn't come in. They don't seem to understand if they're quieter, stand a better chance of seeing something. Didn't happen this weekend. Sometimes we get bear, some occasional elk. Not too often. They're a little bit further east of us, where the elk population seemed to be the largest herd of them. But we do get a few every year that come through. Always fun to look at the trail cam when we go up and see an elk staring at it. But the bear are my favorite. I like it when they come through, and it's been a while since one has moseyed through our area. Yeah, so that was where I was last weekend and why I didn't film. And I have restarted this video I don't know how many times. We have had technical difficulties. We have had me getting tongue-tied, which clearly I'm still doing. We've had little ones coming up for potty breaks. It's been an adventure already, and I'm not very far along into this video, and let's hope we can get through it. You're here for the stitching, I'll give you the stitching. But I just wanted to give you a little life update. A lot of starts. I had bought all of these fun little bags from Amazon, and in April I spent time pulling charts and fabric and what flosses that I did have on hand. I was going to do Mania, and then I thought, don't do that to yourself, you're going to get stressed out. And then as April went on, my order for the few fabrics I did need and my floss kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. It finally came Friday, last Friday, a week ago, and so I was able to put what flosses that did come in in the appropriate bags, but I'm still missing a lot of DMC. So I only have one whip, the rest are all new starts. Why not, right? Life is short. Start stitching. It's been an interesting time here. We have two families that we're really dear friends with. We've been friends with them. One family for 12 years, the other for 13, and they're family now. And the one is going through a devastating time, which was part of the reason why we went up to camp, is we just needed to process their loss a little bit. And so I'm a little out of sorts today. I apologize for that. Emotions are running a little high. One of my first big outings that our county is starting to open up will be to go to a funeral tomorrow that nobody was anticipating. So I'm doing my best to get through this, but we'll see how this goes. That's some of the reason I've had to restart it so many times. So I'm embracing the life is really short. Stitch all the things that you want to stitch, and hug your kids, people. Okay. My whip for this time, now that I've gotten all emotional, is the complimentary Hands to Work pattern that Kitten Stitcher included in my order. And I'm stitching it on a piece of her fabric. It's 18 count Aida. It's Hippie's Foot. And here's my progress. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. I am making the house a little bit shorter because I'm concerned I'm going to run out of floss since I only have the one skein. So I'm getting my favorite elements in on there. That's my one and only whip. The rest are all new starts, and that is fun. So let's see, what's in bag number 2? Bag number 2 is in French, and I can't speak French. So it's from Collection Tralala. It's a cute little bunny. I don't know if it's wearing a tutu, if it's wearing pantaloons. I don't know. It's cute. My little girl really likes it, and that's all that matters. And there's my start. Hopefully you're seeing things okay. I'm filming on my regular camera, so I really can't see what you are seeing. I can see a little bit. I can cheat and see myself in the china cabinet behind the camera. But there we go. I don't know if the color is showing up or not. It's stitching it on a 28 count piece of fabric that I had. It's a light purple. And project start number 2 is my dwelling place, the Little House Needleworks. I love the colors in this. And I'm stitching it on 16 count Days Gone by Silk Weaver. There we go. Started this yesterday. Always a good thing when the borders meet up. At least on the swirly kind you can fudge it a little bit if you need to. But I got one of the stars done as well. Alright, this was a camp start. Seemed appropriate. Ink Circles North Woods. I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. I need to look up who the dyer of the fabric was. I want to make sure I give credit to the correct person. And there's my meager little start. Just the first corner. There's only 2 colors in this. It is DMC 935 and 946. This is one that just came in. Didn't get a chance to bobbinate it or anything. No time for that. Had to get to camp. Alright. My next start was Prairie Schooler, Santa. They're always fun. This is 2013. I did change the colors. I didn't like how dark the green is, and I just happened to have my Gentle Arts mulberry out, so I went with that. He got a little wrinkled up. He's got a crease. And the poor guy is missing his face, so I need to find some more colors, and we can give him a face and get him finished. I liked all the clocks. My husband's grandfather went to school to be a watchmaker when he got older, when he retired. We have his table that he used and some of his tools, so I liked all the clocks. It reminded me of Pat. Next project is Lindy Stitches Stars Bright. That's coming out okay. This is a digital copy, and this is just what I printed out. It says, "We would be together and have our books, and at night be warm in our bed, together with the windows open and the stars bright." Quote by Hemingway. And here is my start. Just the border around the first little quilt square. And this is another fabric I need to look up the dyer name. But it's a 28 count Monaco. I love the color. Oh, well, you know what? I fibbed, because this is another whip. I forgot that this was a whip. I think I started it after I filmed the last time, though. So I guess that doesn't make it a whip, does it? It makes it a new start since it's after I filmed the last time. I tell you, people, I'm not functioning properly today. Anyway, this I started in honor of Frank Bielek, designer who passed away. Most people knew him from TLC's Trading Spaces, but us stitchers know him from his design company with his wife. And all I have done so far is a little bald Frank head. I'll do it this way. And I think he'd find that really funny. At least I'd like to think he'd find that really funny. I just pulled my own colors for this, because with a shirt that fun, why not, right? And this is just a little scrap of, this might even be 14 count Ada. But I need to finish Frank's head. And my last start was Jane Marshall, 1857. It's from Hands Across the Sea samplers. It was the fundraiser that they did for the Royal Fire Service in Australia during the horrible wildfires. I bought it right up and just now got around to stitching it, or even starting it. It's not a real exciting start, just a little bit of the border. Well, you can see the fabric, it's really pretty. It's hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie. And I'm just using the 04 DMC with that. So that is my stitching for the week. Like I said, my haul this week was floss, DMC, and 2 pieces of fabric, and I already have them in the bags to start my projects this weekend. I have 2 big projects that I'm starting. Going to end May with 2 really huge projects. Actually, I did get a little haul. Let me run and, hold on 1 second. Talk to yourself. I'll be right back. So this is a piece of 18 count Aida that I got from Oksana. She has her eBay store listed on the sticker, so I will be sure to put that in the description box. It's a beautiful piece of fabric. I'm hoping that shows up. A real pretty shade of green, lots of yellows, a little bit of pink. That was pretty. I had to have it. Other thing I also bought from Oksana is a kit. Sorry, it's crinkling. A beagle. I mentioned last week in the Get to Know Your Needleworker that we no longer have pets, but that we at one time had a sweet beagle that we loved. And I've been trying to find a picture of her to stitch. And this isn't an exact match of her. She was a beagle mix, so her muzzle was a little bit longer. But this is about as close as I found, unless I get one made specifically from one of her photographs, which I might do. I have some cute pictures of her when she was a puppy. I think I might like to do that. But that was my haul. That was my stitching for 2 weeks. I got quite a bit done, I think. I do have tea. I should have taken a drink of it and calmed down a little bit through this video, so sorry, I'll do that now. Like I said, it's been a little tense, a little hurtful. Lots of changes going on with our daughter, and finishing school is always exciting and bittersweet. You know, kids are getting older. Our son will be a freshman this fall. It's just a lot of things going on in our house right now. We're not alone there. And things are starting to open up in our area. We're getting moved to green. Pennsylvania's, I don't know if all states are doing the same color coding, red, yellow, green. Green means you're kind of opened, but not 100%, but more than yellow. We're moving to green on June 5th. So that'll be nice to get some business moving in town again. We're a small community. The small businesses are struggling right now, so we're doing our best to shop local and not go out any more than we need to. Husband's still working from home, which we love. But school will be done. I don't know what we're going to do. The kids have been doing their activities online. Our daughter's been doing her dance classes online, so tap dancing in the living room and modern dance and lyrical and all this stuff taking place in the living room. Son's been doing taekwondo. It's different. It's different. They're anxious to get back to their friends. They're hanging on to get that dance recital in at some point in time this year. They're holding out hope that they'll be able to do it at the end of the summer, and I hope she gets her moment. She's worked hard, danced for 14 years with the same studio, and she wants to finish what she started, and I'm hoping she gets that opportunity. But that's life here. Crazy weather, crazy everything. I'm ready to settle in for the night, put some party pants on, and get some Flosstube going, and check out some stitching. The Christian school's doing their auction. They do a fundraiser every spring, and it's really quite nice. And they have it catered, and you buy tickets to go, and they have a silent auction and they have a live auction. Of course, that was all canceled, so they moved it online, and extended it for, I think it's 4 days. So it'll end tomorrow, so people are really starting to bid now, so it's fun to watch that go up. And, a couple things we're bidding on, nothing earth-shattering. But so my husband and I are going to do that, and then tomorrow night, since we didn't get to go on our date to the auction, the food is always phenomenal. It's really, we go for the food. The buying stuff is just a perk. So we're going to make ourselves some appetizers and desserts, and end the day that way. I think we'll need it. Tomorrow's going to be, it's going to be a tough day. So we need a little happiness at the end of the day. So that's our plan. Sorry if I'm a downer in this video. I don't mean to be. I wish you a good week. Lots of stitching. And good health. And tell the people you love them that you love them. Have a good week.